How you doing? Part 201 here. Doing a review on my Honda Foreman 450 ES. ES stands for electric shift, not electric start. Yes, somebody actually said is electric start. It's a 4x4. No option for two-wheel drive, which I think is kind of stupid. There's this thing called the 424 locker. Correct me if I'm not correct, but it's a little switch in a box. You mount up your little switch right here. It's basically a cable. It's like choke cable on a riding lawnmower. Goes all the way down into here, and basically takes out your drive shaft and replaces with that 424 locker. That's the only way you can do it with the Honda. It's pretty good condition. Have the odd scratch around. 2001, like I said. Bought it for $1,500. Sat for a year. That had a little bit of dirty gas on it, but I replaced that. Runs fine now. I bought it with these tires. Came with it. I don't have the original tires, and it came with hand warmers. Tires are 27s on both. This one is 9-inch wide, and these are both 14-inch rims. That's 11 wide. I put these stickers on because why the hell not? Just because. The only mods that I did to it was a horn. It's mounted up right here. It's down in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right there. Thanks to a buddy of mine. His name is Jeremy Zato. Check him out on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description below. There's a switch right here. The horn came out of a Ford Focus. Really loud. Does have quite a bit of stance on it with these tires. I did have a problem with it smoking, but I use this stuff called Marvel Mystery Oil. I got the ultimate because that's the only thing that was available to me, but that thing works wonders. Two ways of doing it. It's fuel additive, so put it in your fuel. I think it's 10 ounces per 3 gallons. I don't know if that's correct or not, but the way I did it was just I added to my fuel. I just gassed on it because, you know, I don't want to measure. But there's another way you can do it. Take out your spark plug. A flashlight here. Take out your spark plug, and you put a tablespoon or two into it overnight. Then you take it out for the next day, and you go drive around all day until it's cleared up. It takes a little while, but the fuel takes a lot more longer. The cylinder is a lot more shorter. But the brakes are starting to go on this, so I need to replace those soon, because the brakes are supposed to go to here, but mine all the way to the handlebar until it touches. It's no good. I need to get some .3 brake oil for it. Brake fluid. Sorry about that. That's just for the front brakes. For the rear brakes, I need to get some new pads, and I need to get some anti-seize on it because it's just starting to stick like really bad. I'm gonna get my flashlight here. This little pin here is starting to seize up and gum up. So you need to take the whole thing apart and clean it up. Put anti-seize on it. Anti-seize is your friend in this case. It has a stock muffler on it. I haven't checked the spark arrestor yet. It's right there, if you're wondering. What that little knob on the bottom of your exhaust is. That's what it is. I haven't checked the diff fluid. I have to check that soon. I'll end up replacing it. But it has a worn winch on it. I think it's a 2,500 pound winch on it. Little brake controller is up there. I have pretty good cable on it. It's not fraying or anything like that. Stock axles on that. With the tires, I don't know how much strain is on the axles, but it doesn't seem to affect it. Only it guzzles gas a little bit because of the tires. I think the originals were 24, 25 inch. These are 27, so these are pretty big. I have a finger worth of clearance with the back fender and my tire. Doesn't rub or anything like that. Once I got this, I replaced the oil instantly. It wasn't too bad, but you know, it was used. I'm having a problem with my headlights. This one's perfectly fine. That one's perfectly fine. But this one here, it dims. I don't know why. I don't know if it's ground or if it's the bulb itself. I ain't too sure. As whenever I got it, it had 9,900 and something kilometers on it. I put an additional 1,000 kilometers on it. I had it for 6 months. My seat's pretty ripped up, but not too bad. Pretty comfortable seat, but it's a little stiff. But at the same time, it's cold out. I live up in Canada, so you know. The racks are in pretty good condition, but I wanted to take them off, restore them, and instead of putting paint on it, I want to put bed liner on it, which I think will be a lot more better and durable. My trunk, I carry around vehicle safety kit that has your band-aids, your gauze, your casts, and all that. It has a survival kit in it, so it has a knife. It has a survival blanket type thing. It has like a hammer. It's meant for a car, but the hammer is for taking out your windshield. It has like a little pin on it. You slap it on the corner of your windshield. I have some tools in it. You can't really see them because it's too dark outside. The power is out. I have my generator running. Here's the original spark plug. It had a pretty good burn on it. If it'll focus. That's not good focus. But I'm using that as a spare. I think that is original because I have a lot more performance with my new one. I have a ratchet, 3/8 drive, extension and a 17mm socket, so I can take off my tires or loosen them. With these tires, you have to have a very skinny socket. It's kind of weird. You see the space in there? So you can't have like an impact socket in there. It won't fit. I have a Phillips screwdriver. That's for my air box because my air cleaner is getting plugged up with oil, and so I just flip it around every once in a while. So I need to get a new air filter. I have a trailer lock. I live in a small town, so I pull the trailers often because I have a lawn mowing business. I use this a lot because I don't want my trailer being stolen. Sorry if I'm sniffling a little bit, it's just really cold outside. I have my gloves on and everything. And then I have the stock kit. Give me a minute here, I'm gonna pause the video. Right, I'm back. So, this is not inside this low cylinder. This here is for your shifter. Just in case your battery dies. You're wondering, well, why do you need this? It's electric shift. If your battery dies, you can't shift it out of the gear. So, there's this little pin here. I can get my flashlight. See that little pin there? Well, that's the shifter. The manual shifter. You would normally, if it's a S model, which is not an electric shift, that's just a normal manual shift, you would have your shifter come out here and you would shift. Well, electric shift, you have to have this little tool which goes on there just like that, and you'd shift it out of gear if it's stuck in first gear. Now this is not the best option because you can see it's rounded out, mushroom out, without focus. I find the best way is to actually get on the machine and rock it back and forth, and start pressing the downshift. That'll make it easier to shift into neutral. It won't take as much battery. You will get it into neutral. Now, tools that come into this little cylinder here is this little. It's pretty cool. It's a air truck made by Honda. It has 12mm wrench and 10mm wrench combination. 17 and a 14. I can't use a 17 on my rim because I'd be like this, trying to take my nut off. That's what she said. Then I have a slip joint that has slip joint pliers. Then this here, I don't have the rod for it. Has 17mm and a plug wrench. That's what's in there. Not really much to talk about the bike anymore. I did get stuck once. That was in a dried up beer pond. These tires are really good. They barely get stuck. And with the mud in this, you don't have a belt. It's not like Can-Am or Polaris, where if your belt gets wet, you get stuck instantly. This has gears. Gears are better in the mud. So you just put her in first gear. That gear only brings you to 5 kilometers. So it's a crawling gear. Anything after that, it's just like your normal gears. And I've went into swamps, mud holes, and that. The only time I couldn't go in a mud hole is wherever the water came up to here. That's not good because the stock intake snorkel comes up to here, so I was just inches away from going in. the water and drowned the bike. That was on a trail going to Deacon, and it's deep, and it's steep. Now with the previous owner, he put a twist oil on it. I don't have twist oil. I gave it to a buddy of mine. I put new grips on it. This side doesn't have a hand warmer because it never came with one. It came with the stock throttle, so I put that back on. I much prefer this than twist throttle. Get a little more snap with this than doing that. The hand warmer, not the hand warmers, the hand warmer is actually really good. The high and low works and everything. This bike has 900 hours on it, and it's actually pretty good. This little gauge here for my fuel tank actually works. It's not broken. I want to take that bumper off and put bed liner on it, just like I said with the racks, because I think that'll be much durable. I need to get some body clips here for the back, because that's the Allen bolt. Some of them don't have any, which I'd much rather the clips and bolts. I mean, that might sound weird, but I much prefer that. For my trunk here, she's a little loose because I had something on the back that was 500 pounds. There's actually that stove right there. It's a heavy stove. 500, 200 pounds, something like that. It was on the back of the trailer, and the coupler came unlocked for the trailer, and she smashed up into my trunk. Not good. Like I said, if anyone knows what rims these are, please tell me in the comments. They're ITP, but I don't know what rim they're called. I want to try to find a stock set of tires and rims for the winter time, and I can put chains on it and a snow plow. I'm gonna plow with it. With this, it's kind of weird. These taillights here, they don't work unless you put the headlights on. On Polaris's, they are all on all the time. Whenever you press the brake, they don't light up. They just stay the same, which I find is really stupid. And it's a fairly comfortable bike. It's pretty fast. It'd be faster with the smaller wheels. I don't know, but I've never tested how fast it goes, but I think it goes like 70 kilometers, 80 kilometers. Still has the stock reflectors on it, which I'm going to keep. This is insured and registered and all that, so I can go on the road, not on highways though, unless if they permit it. Yeah, that's really all. You see my previous videos with this bike, just driving around with my little GoPro. It's a knockoff GoPro, so, and right now I'm filming with my phone. I guess that does it for this video. So have a good day. Hyper 201 out.